Welcome back, my YouTube friends and family. This is Lindsay, and I am back with more daily work from home job leads for you. Today, I have two part time options. I've seen people in the comments looking for part time. I have two part time options, three full time options. We have things like editing images for AI recognition. We have some healthcare. We have, if you're good with like numbers, finance, counting, like accounting type jobs. And of course, I have a very high paying $75,000 a year plus extra commissions, bonuses, customer service job. So we are going to dive all in. Links, timestamps, all additional information can always be found in the YouTube description box below this video. And I am just signal boosting in every video this week, letting you know that I will be on vacation next week, August 11th through the 15th of 2025. So I will be posting job leads this week, but I will be not posting anything next week and be back the following week. First up, we have a part-time position from the company Intoxalock. Now, Intoxalock makes those breathalyzers that are installed on cars that you have to breathe into them before you can start your car. It's made for people who like are doing community service and stuff. They've gotten in trouble for like DUIs and they're required to have one of these boxes on their cars. They have 154 reviews from past and current employees, an overall rating of 3.4 out of 5 stars. They are looking for a part-time collections associate. This is remote for the United States. But this is going to be like a customer service type job. You're answering incoming or inbound calls and text message, assisting customers, helping them remain in compliance with whatever laws or regulations have been set on them. So you might also make some outbound phone calls or send some outbound text messages, contacting customers, assisting them with retention and collection efforts. So you're following up on promises to pay, payment plans, and settlements in a timely manner. Now, I've never been in trouble for drinking and driving. I'm not one that really drinks anyways, but from my understanding of this is that not only like if the court puts it upon them that they are required to have one of these boxes on their car, they're also required to pay for it. So they're going to have to purchase this box from this company. And so they might be on a payment plan. Maybe they have a credit card on file that's not going through, or maybe they quit making their payment. You're just trying to work with them to collect the money that is owed for this device. Now, while this job does prefer an associate's degree, it's not required, and they do take equivalent work experience and skills over any kind of degree. So a degree is not needed as long as you have at least 2 years of customer service experience, you're fluent in English, you have strong problem solving skills, you can kind of listen and understand the needs of the customer, so being empathetic. And they are looking for somebody who can work Monday and Friday at 9 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. and then Tuesday and Thursdays, shorter hours, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. That is in the Central Standard Time Zone. So if you're outside the time zone, convert your hours. Pay for this position is anywhere from $16.77 an hour up to $21.64 an hour. Now, if you're looking for a part-time position that's more flexible, is kind of more of a freelance position, lets you log on and work when you want to, RWS Group is hiring. They have 1,500 reviews from past and current employees, that overall rating of 3.5 out of 5 stars. They are looking for an image processing specialist. This is a part-time remote. And again, they are accepting applications from the United States, but the work schedule is freelance and flexible, which means you can log in and work when you have time, when you want to. This is going to be a task-based job. So the only thing with that is sometimes you log in, there might be a lot of work to pick up. And sometimes when you log in, the work might be gone. Other people have already logged in before you and picked up the work. But they are looking for somebody to basically do some image editing. So you are provided with a face, and then you are provided with a scene image, like a background image on a client platform. And what you're doing is you're downloading these two images using Photoshop or some kind of image editing software to kind of merge them together, do a face swap, and then re-upload the new edited, altered face swapped image back to the client's platform. So you're basically editing images, swapping on faces, merging images, things like that. No college degree or anything is needed, just somebody who's very detail oriented. You can understand and follow instructions that you're given, meet deadlines, and be responsible, reliable. And sadly, this one did not list pay. Most task-based jobs don't, because they pay per the task, and the amount you make is just dependent on how fast you can work. Now, moving into some full-time jobs, if you're looking to be in the healthcare field, we have Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Kansas City hiring. Just because it is the Blue Cross Blue Shield of Kansas City does not mean they're only hiring in Kansas City. They have 136 reviews with an overall rating of 3.3 out of 5 stars. They are looking for a membership account associate, and it does say this is remote. It looks like this is probably remote for the United States. They don't list that they have any state restrictions, but again, I don't work for any of these companies. I'm simply sharing what I find online. But they are looking for somebody to be responsible for accurate setup, maintenance of billing and accounts receivable management of a portfolio of customer accounts that you're given. So you are going to use their company software tools. They use like facets. You may have heard that from other if you've been in the healthcare field. And they use different automated work distribution systems. And so you are kind of looking at federal state regulations, company rules, and eligibility billing requirements, and making sure everything is updated electronically that is received through written correspondence correctly in the system. You're maintaining individual member and group level accounts by processing refunds, billing requests, transactions to keep the accounts receivable and a payable accounts current. So you're looking to identify any non-routine eligibility or billing problems, look for process gaps, and of course, escalate those up to leadership. So you're looking for trends while you're kind of doing this. But the thing with making sure eligibility is updated, if someone is on a Blue Cross Blue Shield plan, they have premiums that they have to pay every month. Sometimes those premiums, if your insurance is through a work or a job, then they are taken directly out of your paycheck. But some people are on private accounts, and that means that this is like a monthly bill, just like their power bill or anything. They have to pay their insurance every month. Now, Blue Cross Blue Shield does this thing where if it's non-paid, like the first month, I think they keep your insurance active and going. But once you get to a certain point of non-payment, they end your insurance and it's no longer good, right? So if you go to the doctor, you won't have insurance to cover that. And if you pay your premiums and catch them up, sometimes what Blue Cross specifically will do is go back and reactivate your insurance from the day that they ended it. So then it turns out to be good the whole time. So then you can go back to those doctors you've seen and have them reprocess your bills. So you're just kind of making sure that all the eligibility and stuff is updated in the system. Now, they do prefer somebody who has an associate's degree, but it's not required if you have equivalent work experience. And where work experience, they're really looking for somebody who has data reconciliation experience or member eligibility experience or some kind of financial or account management. Other than that, you've got to have 3 years of customer service experience, be able to work with data quickly, work in a fast-paced environment, and of course, use those Microsoft Office systems like Word, Excel, things like that. Now, sadly, this one again did not list pay. That will need to be discussed with them at the time of the interview. Next up, we have AllState hiring, AllState Insurance Company. They have 12,000 reviews, an overall rating of 3.4 out of 5 stars. They are looking for an accounting associate. Now, just because this says an accounting associate, they're not requiring like accounting degrees or anything like that. It is a fully remote. They are looking for somebody to basically maintain and verify all of their master data elements and data files, such as names, addresses, ACH, which is those like direct deposit bank type details, tax ID numbers, email addresses that are used in their disbursement transactions. So you're really doing a lot of data gathering and data entry with this position. You're gathering and consolidating the data. You're tracking and monitoring these tasks to ensure that they're in compliance and meeting deadlines, maintaining accurate records in the system and updating those documentation and records where needed, and assisting in like researching and investigating, resolving system errors, system discrepancies, and where data issues are involved. So you're just making sure all data is accurate prior to processing. So this only requires a high school diploma or GED. So you're kind of like an assistant to the accounting department working with the data and stuff. You're not actually maintaining all of the accounting books. So again, high school diploma, GED, 0 to 2 years of experience. And it looks like they would like someone who kind of knows some accounting, bookkeeping practices, but not required. And because degrees are not required or anything like that, a pay does reflect that. Pay is anywhere from $17.88 an hour up to $26.93 an hour. And if you're looking for a very high paying customer service job, we have the company Cherry Technologies hiring. They have 91 reviews from past and current employees, at overall rating of 4.3 out of 5 stars. They are looking for a customer support specialist. This is full-time remote, and over here on the side, their base pay is $75,000 a year. Plus, they think that you will get about $25,000 in commissions and bonuses, making the total pay around $100,000 a year. But they are looking for somebody to be a high performing customer support specialist. So you're working with their customers to satisfy any issues within that one call resolution. You're reviewing, monitoring, engaging, and keeping track of a high volume of customers per day. So you're doing all of the different mediums, phone calls that are coming in, phone calls that need to be made going out, live chats on the website, emails, text to assist customers. You're just answering all the customer service mediums that they offer and review current strategies, providing feedback on how to improve the customer service department as a whole. And of course, when you're talking to these customers and problem solving for their issues, you're documenting all of your interactions into the computer system, basic customer service. They desire or prefer a college degree, but again, not required. They do accept high school diploma or GD as long as you have 1 year of customer service experience and you have experience leading in financial products is a kind of preferred or desired. So if you've ever worked in some kind of financial industry, somebody who can multitask, of course, prioritize tasks, you have a strong work ethic, you take pride in your performance, you take pride in helping customers, helping others, and of course, you've got to be that problem solver. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a fabulous rest of your day, and I'll be back really soon with more work from home job leads just for you.